Got a little unexpected delay. Stuff happens from time to time out here. My name's Kevin. I'm a solo driver for Crete Carrier, and you're watching The Joy of Trucking. I want to tell you about a little holdup I had on my last run. I was coming across from Sparks, Nevada to Cheyenne, and when I got into Utah, I went into the weigh station there and went across the scales, and then the sign said, pull into the bay, which means you're in their big shed. You park in there and they do an inspection. So I pulled up at the bay and I got out with my paperwork and everything, and the guy came up and he said, yeah, we're gonna do a level 1 inspection today. He was all bright and cheerful. I must have made his day. So I pulled it into the shed, and a lady inspector was going around the truck, and underneath they got like a little bay underneath. We can walk through the trench and check all the stuff underneath. She found a frayed hose on the tractor. The air supply for the trailer, the red line, was a little frayed, and it was underneath. It was on the bottom of it, so I guess it had dragged on the deck or something. So I hadn't seen that. And then she found a hose on the trailer that had a little wear spot, like not even a quarter of the way into it. She said, okay, those are 2 violations, and the one on the tractor hose, it's worn, and it's down to the what do you call it? There's like cords, there's like string, so you got a rubber coating, and then you have string wrapped around below the rubber, and then another layer of rubber, and then it's hollow where the air goes through. So you can see the string, right? Like a mesh. She says when it's worn that bad, you're out of service. That has to be fixed before you leave here. So I called the company, I called Road Service, and they sent a guy over. They found a local guy, and he came over. He came over with a full set, like both hoses and the pigtail, and he replaced everything. So he was there in like half an hour. I was surprised. I started cooking stuff and fed the dogs. I thought, oh, we're gonna be here for hours. He was there in half an hour. He had it all replaced in an hour, and I helped him out with a couple of things. Nice guy, and he said he works at one of the local mines there, and he does this road service and repair stuff on the side. So he was driving a tilt load, so he could like pull cars up on there and tow them. But all in all, I think I lost 3 hours altogether with the inspection and all that stuff. Then I was safe to go, and I checked in with the DOT officers, told them it was fixed. And then because there was something on the trailer, I had intended to go through to Green River, Wyoming or something like that, but I stopped at the terminal in Salt Lake City so they could fix that airline on the trailer. And I got there late on a Saturday. I only had 5 hours left on my 70, so I said, oh, I'll get them to fix it tomorrow, because the shop did open Sunday, and then I'll just do my reset here. So I spent the day at the terminal in Salt Lake City. They got the trailer in, they got it back out, I hooked up to it again, and I was ready to go Monday morning. But that did set me back a little. But I still managed to get to Cheyenne probably an hour and a half after I had expected to, because I made up the time. That's what happened on my last load. And the thing is, you have to, they had the one airline that had to be fixed that put me out of service. I couldn't leave the place till it was fixed. And the other one, because it was an infraction, you have to get it done. The company has to contact them within a certain number of days and tell them it's been fixed, or they will fine the company. So that's why I thought it would be better to get that fixed like right away, because otherwise I'd be dropping this trailer off in Cheyenne. Somebody else would take it on to the DC. It was going to Illinois, and then it'd get unloaded, and it could sit in that yard for a month before somebody else picked it up and took it out. And you don't want to leave a problem to another driver. That's the other thing. Like the next guy to pick it up might have had to deal with it, or whoever picks it up at that DC a month from now would have to deal with it, or whatever. Like just get it done. And it worked out that I was able to get into a terminal where one of the company techs could look at it and deal with it and everything. So was actually pretty fortunate. I could have been in the middle of nowhere with no way to get it fixed, you know. I would have had to come into a Love's or something. All right, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, put your comments down below. I know we all get little delays on our schedule. It's great to pre-plan your trip and figure out where you're going to be every day and where you're going to stop and what you're going to do, and then fate intervenes. You got to deal with stuff, and it's a delay. It holds you back. You just roll with it. You change your plans, you adapt, and communicate. Call your company, tell them what's going on, and they can help adapt to the situation. They can talk to the customer or have somebody else take the load for you or whatever's got to be done, but don't just take it all on yourself. All right? So in the comments below, let us know about your delays and what kind of situations you run into. Hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. We'll see you down the road in a little while.